Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. Today we're going to continue working on our little, like, wall shelf? I don't really know what to call it, but it's kind of like, it's going to have a few shelves in it that you could hang on your wall. So yeah, let me just move some of this over, get this. Oh my gosh, I just hit it. I just like jabbed the wall of it with my nail. Okay. So let me just get it off of the plastic here very carefully. Maybe carefully. Okay, hopefully. I have no idea how how the walls are looking. Let me just kind of, I don't know, like wiggle them around and see they're like well connected. Not sure if they quite are. I think that one's good. Just kind of like pressing down a little bit there. I'm really concerned that the walls may not be joined properly. Let me check this one out. I don't know. It's kind of like hard to tell. But I kind of feel like the fact that they are wiggling is not a good sign. Let me see. Okay, this one's definitely not. I'm kind of just like trying to like push them together. I really don't know if that's helping or not. And then I think this wall looks pretty good. Maybe, okay. I don't know why we started so large on this. It's a bit, we probably should have started with a smaller one. I'm trying to see if that clay is good to use or not. Okay. I don't really know like what else to do here. So I think we're just going to try to work on it and finish it. So what I definitely want to do still is kind of like fill in these corner areas. I don't really like the like right angle that's happening like at the conjoined areas, and normally you do put some clay down to kind of like help like reinforce that joint. So this is a part that we've had some issues with our slabbed like cups, if anybody remembers that. Those conjoined like areas where I smushed some clay into those corners kind of cracked. So I don't know. I think maybe if we put some coils in there and smushed it in there really good, maybe it'll be all right. I don't know. Let me, I'm just grabbing some clay right now for us to kind of like try with the coils. I'm not entirely sure, like, because the slab cups I didn't make coils for, so I'm not sure if that was like, or should I wedge this? Is that is that a thing I should be doing? I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna try all of the things I'm gonna get my sponge and wet this area a little bit. I have no idea why those slab cups like didn't turn out right, and why they, like, I kind of know like they cracked because like the clay wasn't compressed enough, but like the like actual like exact reason like why it wasn't compressed, like I'm not really sure about that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have high hopes at the moment that this is going to turn out. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of a fun project just to try out. Yeah, we definitely should have gone with, probably made like something smaller, but I don't know. I just I just really went for it. Okay, so I just maybe do this a few more times. I do know wedging will help it get compressed. We should probably get the air bubbles out of this clay too, because I just kind of chopped it off of a random bit of clay that I had sitting over here. Okay, so let me just kind of get it into like I don't know, kind of an even shape or something to like start with. I'm really just going to like kind of cut this in half. I have no idea. I have no idea if there's like any point to some of the things I'm doing right now. I am not like a slab builder. We're doing really well with like the flat like slab built like trinket dishes, like the plates that we have that are like bunny shaped. We have cowboy boots, hearts. All of those are like slab built, but not really like with anything conjoined together. So those are doing well, but anything else that we do with like slabbing is kind of, it's really iffy. I have like no idea. So this is, I'll just say it, it's not a tutorial. People will be watching my videos on YouTube and they're like, this is a long tutorial. And I'm like, it's not a tutorial. Oh. Can you imagine if like all tutorials were like the full length of like how long it actually would take? Because, you know, all the live streams are the full length of like how long it takes me. So it's like, I don't even know, like one thing could be like 5 hours long. I don't know why people think they're tutorials. I don't know. We're making things. I get like, I don't know, I think I've gotten like maybe like 4 comments or something. Maybe not quite that many. But like compared to like not ever getting comments, they just like stick out. So this is already kind of like cracking right now. So again, I have like no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just like seeing what happens when we do this. I'm kind of hoping that putting down some water on here will help, but I really have no idea. So I do want some pretty small little coils for where it's touching the wall to the backing. But then I thought it, like, I don't know if it's going to turn out, but I thought it'd be kind of cute if we had some thicker, kind of like more sculptural walls where it is, or like points where it is connecting between like wall to wall. Maybe that would be kind of interesting. That's kind of like what I found like on this Pinterest board. And I just kind of like the look of that. This is just kind of, I don't really condone like copying, but if this survives, like if this does not crack, I'm keeping this for myself. So I feel like it's doesn't mean anything if you're like copying other people's work just to like have it in your own collection, you know. But if you're copying other people's work and then like selling it as your own, I think that's the part where it gets kind of like, oh, you kind of like shouldn't be doing that. But there are different things that you could do to make it your own, style wise, or like the way that you decorate it and all of that. So it's good to take like maybe some ideas, but then just kind of like, how can you make it your own in the end? I wonder if I should like, I never really think about decorating like at the beginning of processes, but I'm kind of wondering like how I should decorate this. I have like white walls in my apartment, but like I don't know, like my go-to would be to like make this white, and this is going to be just kind of a cream color-ish. It's going to turn out about this color. So it's kind of like a white clay almost, but not quite. It's like off-white. And then putting like a white glaze on top. But I don't know, maybe I don't know. I feel like I should do a color because then it will like actually like stand out more on the shelf. But then depending on the stuff that I want to put in it, I don't want the shelf to be taking all the glory, if that makes sense, you know? Okay. I'm just this is like I feel like this is like the crucial part of this. I'm like, we can't mess this up. Because I know this is where we mess up with the other slab built things that I've done. I have this like, this is a cake decorating tool. So I really want to, I don't know, I wonder if I should have just like rolled it into like a triangular shape. Because I definitely want to make sure that it gets into the corner really well. I wonder if this is like too much clay. It's probably like way too much that I put in here. Oh, coiling and slab building, my two worst enemies, come together in one project. How perfect. Okay. I really have no idea like if this is gonna turn out well or not, but if it did turn out well, that would be very like motivating. Like I have not done very much kind of like other than like the plates. The plates I kind of would say are like 2D slab building because there's nothing like no walls connecting or anything. But like this kind of more 3D type of slab building is just like something I have not like done very much at all. So, I mean, there's definitely a part where it's like, oh, like you have to get over the learning curve. But like I really need to figure out like really what is going wrong. So that like because you can't learn if you don't like know what the mistake was, right? So maybe this will be a learning moment, or I don't know, or maybe just another kind of practice session. I would say, okay, so I've made, off the stream, I made a tiny barn. The tiny barn is so cute. I don't know, I feel like I should move this. So you guys can actually like get a close-up. I made a really tiny barn, which was, it was fine. Like, there was no cracking or anything. I didn't finish it, like I didn't get it to a bisque firing, because there was like kind of like where the barn top met, that angle was not right, and I needed to fix it, but then it got to like bone dry, so I couldn't fix it. But otherwise, I think it was generally, I mean, it was a little bit too small. I wanted it to, it was about like, it was super small. I wanted it to like about fit a ring or like earrings or something in it. But I think after it would be fired in bisque and in a glaze firing, I think it would have turned out too small. So I kind of just like, I just kind of like scrapped it. And then the other thing that I made was, part of it was on the stream, but then part of it I did off the stream. It was a cake slice container where like the icing was part of the top and it came off. We're going to bring it to the studio to get fired, but when we did, the top caught and then like fell and broke. So I have to remake the top, and I want to do that before I fire like the bottom, just to get a better fit on it. Sorry, I'm just like touching this up. I don't know if this is gonna help at all with the connection, but I kind of feel like maybe I should smooth these out. I don't know. So I do have the bottom of it, and that was definitely a struggle. It's just bone dry, so there are definitely like more opportunities for it to show cracks later. Sometimes cracks don't always like make themselves known. It's like, I don't know, it's like a vampire coming out of the shadows or something. So it could definitely crack. Like either of those two things could have cracked if I actually did move forward with them. But I haven't yet, at least for the cake slice. So to be continued. And then, so I made those, and then I slab built 4 cups. Let me see. Let me kind of measure this with, how much do we have? Can we fit this? Oh yeah, maybe we could fit this on the opposite side. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm really bad at like trying to see like what the camera can see. Okay, actually, I'm gonna like, I don't know if this is needed. I'm just trying to cover all our bases here. So I'm just going to like do some scoring and slipping on both like the walls and our coil. So let me just do this real quick. Can you guys even see? You can't even see. I keep like going back and forth between like, am I rolling the coil out or am I showing you what I'm doing on the thing? I'm so sorry. Oh, it's not all that exciting though, so I hope you're not missing too much. It's like not that exciting, and then like in addition, I'm not showing you like the visuals of what's happening. Oh gosh, okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna like do that to our little coil here. I literally like have no idea if this is something I could skip. I'm pretty sure this is something I've skipped before, so I think this is like something where I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that we're doing all the things correctly, and then maybe it'll turn out better. Anyway, so all the things that I've made that are slab built include tiny barn, cake slice container, 4 cups, and then like while the cups were drying, they were showing cracks. So I shouldn't have done this. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I regret it, but I feel like maybe I shouldn't have scrapped all of them. I don't know. Who knows? But I scrapped 3 of them, and then like at that time, I recently got some bisque fix, which if you don't know, you can use that in stuff that is like greenware or bisqueware. I just think they named it that because probably most people aren't keeping things that crack when they're greenware. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just kind of guessing because I have noticed that if they crack at greenware, it's more difficult to save it versus putting the bisque fix on it when it cracks after being bisqued, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot of things right now. But I don't know. I've never used it, and I just kind of wanted to test it out for myself and just kind of try to get a good idea of like its limitations. Like, I have no idea if it would be different on different clays. I definitely want to see like how it looks on my clay, which is like, you know, something. I don't know if it would act any different or like, I don't know. I just feel like I needed to try it on a few pieces. So I kept one of the slab built cups and I put it on there, and I cannot remember if I had to do it. I might have needed to put it on at greenware and after a bisque, but I can't remember like how many times I had to put bisque fix on it. I'm not sure. Because the cracks, after you fire them, they do extend outwards. So if you put bisque fix on like exactly where the crack's going to extend even larger in the firing, like whatever firing that is. Which was like, I had no idea that it would do that. Like, so it was good for me to just kind of do some tests with a few pieces that I otherwise would have scrapped. Let me see. I don't know. I kind of just want to like put some water down here and like put some pressure down. I don't know. Just kind of really try to get this to be like compressed. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's like a compression thing that's happening, like why these things have been cracking. So I just really want to put like some pressure down. So let me do that on this side too. It's also like smoothing it out, so I would do that anyway. So yeah, actually that 1 cup that I put bisque fix on it, it's actually totally fine. If you haven't used bisque fix, it will be like pure white. So you want to make sure that you wouldn't want to put a celadon on top of it, because celadons are a little bit more like transparent or translucent or whatever, and you would see it. But if you had kind of like a very opaque glaze, that would be fine, probably. Okay. See, I feel like that looks so much nicer than just like the rough 90-degree angle, you know? I just feel like it looks a little bit nicer than just like keeping the slab. But maybe this is what's ruining our pieces? I don't know. Okay. Let's do another one. I just have to roll this one out. And then I think that's like the extent. I think that's the full extent of the things that I have made that are slabbed. So obviously I don't have that much experience doing slab stuff. So all of this is just, you know, like I say, like, my live stream is just like, sometimes I am doing things I feel confident in doing, but then sometimes we're just trying something new for the sake of the channel, and for both Twitch and for when I put the videos on YouTube. Like, I just don't want to have like a ton of the same videos, so I might try something I've never done before, just to try and make it a little bit more interesting. And it's, I mean, like, personally, if I wasn't doing the stream, like, I don't think that I would do, like, as many of these, like, different techniques. Like, if I wasn't doing Twitch at all, I don't think I would have done these things. So, it really has been kind of, like, pushing me out of my comfort zone, and I think it's been really good. So I'm just trying to get this to be a good size for the wall, and then we're gonna slip and score these. I'm gonna do this wall. But I don't know, I feel like, well, for one thing, like, this is just like, I feel like it is like slightly more like unheard of, maybe, for like a ceramic artist to be live streaming on Twitch. Like, there's definitely a large quantity of people on here like streaming for like traditional or digital painting or illustration, like a lot of digital things. So I feel like, I just feel like offering something different is good, like, and then just to like show like the full process of things can be interesting for some people. Like, even if you don't have an interest in doing ceramics or doing art, I think it's, I don't know, I think people would be interested to see it. Like, I have a slight, I have a very slight curiosity of like, I don't know, like fashion, like, or like sewing and stuff. I think it's really cool, like, how people are able to make all kinds of crazy things, like make their own clothes and stuff. But like, in reality, I don't like, like, I've tried sewing. I mean, I've done things. I've been able to make things and finish them, but like, I don't like the process. But I do think it's interesting to watch other people work and see how like all these crazy other more advanced techniques are done or whatever. Like, I still think it's interesting to watch. and see how things are made and like all of that, even though I wouldn't personally want to do it. I have no idea how we got talking about this. Yeah. Let me think here. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like if we have any updates. For now, not for like a few weeks. We should have a regular stream schedule for the rest of this week and probably next week. Unless something random comes up. But sometimes I need to kind of like check and see if we have a normal schedule going on. Okay, I really just want to like... I'm putting like a lot of pressure in this corner and just... We're really gonna hope that this turns out okay. I just would hate to do all of this and then like really not have an idea of like what went wrong. Like, cause like at that point you're not learning from your mistakes, because if you don't know why it happened. But I don't know. Or maybe if I do this enough, something will just click or I don't know. Some of the videos that I've watched on YouTube for like slab building don't even like do this part. Like, I don't know. I guess they're just keeping that like right angle. So like, I don't know, just some of the videos I've watched like are just kind of skipping over it, or like, I don't know, skipping over like the details. So I don't know. I think maybe I would just need to, I don't know, maybe watch a few, try and find like more videos. I don't know. But I just have not completely thought about doing that in my free time yet. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to do all kinds of stuff for the business and just things for me. Lots of miscellaneous things. I think I might have mentioned this. I actually don't know. But my website expired, which is what I want. I really cannot be paying $300 to like every year to keep my website up. It's just, it's not working out. So I've canceled that. But if you don't, like, this is not going to be very helpful. I feel like, I don't know if you are a small business person or not. I don't really know if this is going to be helpful because I don't really know what to do either. But, so, whoops, wow, I just took too much out of there. Right, okay, I think I don't know, I'm gonna like shove it back in this corner. This is why we have issues, and then later I'm like, everything went fine, why did we have issues? Okay, anyway, so if you don't know, to have a website, you need both a place that will, like, I don't know, like host it, and they kind of, they'll kind of help you out with, like hackers and stuff, try and hack into your website or whatever. You can, I don't know, there are different ways that people can make websites, but the easiest way for just like lay people is a website builder. So this is stuff like, I'm sure you've heard of it, like Squarespace or Wix. I'm not sure exactly. I'm confused about WordPress, but WordPress has something to do with this type of stuff. I don't know. It kind of confuses me. So you can go to like a website, and then they have templates, and then you customize the template. You put your logo on there. You know, put all the things on there. Like, oh, do you want to contact me? Email this, fill out this form, and you can email me, or I don't know, whatever. Or like, so you can have kind of like a portfolio, or you can pay. So portfolio is like free. And then if you want to sell things, that is like where you have to pay, to have like, shop items, a checkout, accounts, all of that kind of stuff. That's e-commerce. So you have this place with like your website, all of the website pages and all of that. But separately, you have to somewhere get a domain, which is also just kind of like, in layman's terms, basically like a URL, kind of. It's a little bit more, I think, nuance in terms, but like a domain, for example, just to, I don't know, spew some stuff out. Apple.com, Google.com, something.net, or something.org. I don't know, I can't really. I'm just, whatever, like that is a domain. My domain is kellyand.co, which you could kind of also refer to it as like a URL. You know, it's what you're going to put in the search address to get to my page. And it's kind of complicated. I don't know all the details, but sometimes if you're like buying, I think if you bought an e-commerce plan from a place, they might give you a domain for free for the next year or something or whatever, but you don't have to get it from the same place as the website builder. There are all kinds of places that you can get a domain from. Some include domain.com, domains.com, very confusing. I don't know. I think HostGator might be one. I think like GoDaddy. Google might have something. I'm not really sure. But like, you can go to these places, and I'm not like exactly recommending one over the other. I literally have no idea like who is better than the other. I don't know. They provide different things for different size companies, whatever. It's complicated. I'm just like naming things that I have heard of. So you have to purchase these separately, right? And this is where it gets annoying. They expire at different times if you bought them at different times. Like me, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know why. They're like a month apart or so. I don't know what the heck. Anyway, so I am like, I can't be paying for a website for another year because this is not profitable. I don't make enough sales to make it worth the money. So I'm going to just like let go or whatever. But domains are complicated and domains are extremely annoying, and I don't have any other. There are a lot more words that I would like to say about domains that are bad words. Complicated, annoying, pain in the butt. Lots of words could describe domains. So it's easy for me to just tell my website builder, hey, I'm, not interested for another year. Can we just stop the subscription? And they're like, yeah, we can do that. But the domain, gosh forbid if you let your domain expire. Because this is what the domain companies will tell you. They will tell you, oh my gosh, if you let it expire, someone else might buy it. Someone else will take that domain for themselves, and then you will not be able to get it back. That's what they tell you, so that you keep paying for this domain, even if you don't have a website to use it on. And there's so many. This has been a pain in my neck for like over a year now. And it's cropped up again as another issue. So there are a lot of things. It's complicated. It might be different for different businesses, but this is kind of like my experience that I've been going through. So what I've noticed is that domains will be very cheap for the first year, but then when it comes time to renew it for whatever, 2 more years, 1 more year, 3 more years, it doesn't get cheaper. It doesn't get cheaper if you say, let me pay for the next 5 years. It doesn't get cheaper. Not really. So first year, I have seen somewhere between domains of being $10 to $15, and that's just like the cheap end. All domains will like be kind of like different prices, and by that I mean if you have there are all kinds of weird ones. There's like, I don't know, I'm just kind of spewing things, but there's like .art, .studio, .shop, like whatever. And like the really weird ones are a lot more expensive than say like .com, .org, .net. They're all different prices. Which is even more like, why? Why? This doesn't cost you any more money to like provide. I can't, like, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so the cheap of the cheap is going to be like maybe, it's going to be maybe $10 to $15 for your first year. But that's when they hook you, because you don't know how much it's going to be when that year expires and you have to pay for another year. My domain was like, I think it might have been $20. I don't know. Last year, I've definitely gotten ones that were a cheaper price. I have no idea. But I was like, fine, we'll do 20. I guess it's fine. I don't know. Maybe they've just all gone up in the past few years. Kind of, this kind of like connection point needs to be like fixed, but I really have no idea like how to like fix it. So I'm pretty sure I paid $20 for it last year. Guess how much it is now? the renewal for our second year is $40. $40. They doubled it. And then I checked to see, oh, like, would it be any cheaper if I kept it, if I actually subscribed for like 5 years or something. No, it's not. Like, if it was any cheaper, it was not noticeable. It was a lot. And I'm just like, seriously? I don't even have a website to tie this to. And the problem with domains, additionally, is that, at least from the place that I bought it, I bought my original URL, which was callieandco.com. This isn't kind of, I don't know, maybe another story for another time. But I was like, I just thought, like, I'm not ready for my website to renew. Maybe I'll just let it expire for like a month and then get it back up and running when I'm ready. So that's what happened last year. I let the domain expire, and then I thought they're supposed to go back to the public to be purchased. So that means that it is supposed to be available to be bought, like, from any other place that sells domains. It's been a year and it's not available. And I've looked into it, and they say it's going to be available again, but they don't say when. So that when could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now. Nobody knows because they don't say. And I get the feeling that possibly, I don't know, but possibly this could be any domain provider. Like I feel like all of them could be the same. I mean, who really knows? But that's how I'm looking at this. So I'm looking at it as they want me to pay $40 like every year for a domain that I can't use, which is like a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot of money. Like, I don't have a website to put it on because even if I converted my I currently use Wix for my website builder, which for building my website, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I'm pretty happy with how easy it is for me to customize. I used one of their templates, but I basically customized the heck out of it and did all kinds of things that I wanted to do. But anything else is really complicated, and there are a million things in the toolbars, and I don't know. It's really difficult to figure out. And so I was like, so my first instinct was like, well, maybe like I don't have an e-commerce website, but maybe it's just like, oh, like whatever. Here are some shop updates. Here's a contact page, maybe an about me page or whatever, and I could put my domain on that. No, you can't do that because they say you have to pay for a premium account to be able to link a domain to it. And I mean, I don't really know, but I'm assuming that everybody is going to say that. Like, I'm assuming, like, even if I remade my entire website somewhere else, they're still gonna say that. So either I pay $40 like every year for nothing just to keep the domain, and so it doesn't just go off into the void never to be seen again, or I pay $370 something for a website that doesn't make any money. I mean, that's not really, I mean, at least it's working, it's doing something, but, you know, it's not, I mean, it's kind of for nothing, but it's kind of maybe. It's kind of working, but it's kind of not. And it's just like, I don't know, like, I do want to make my business like a full-time thing, but I can't say when that's gonna be. That could be, I mean, even 5 years from now, like every year I'm gonna be paying $40 for this domain, and I'm not gonna use it. And like, I just feel like I need to launch a real website when my business is doing really well. I initially started it because like all these YouTubers and like all the small business people are like, you need your own website. You can't just be selling on Etsy. You can't be putting your hands into like, I don't know what the word would be, like third party or whatever. You can't be putting your hands, you can't be, you know, like putting all your eggs in one basket, which is like Etsy or whatever, you know? And I was just like, I just wanted to try it out. I just wanted to try out having my own website, and I didn't want it to be a forever thing. But apparently it is a forever thing. I had no idea that it would be this difficult to just try it out and then, you know, continue when I'm actually ready, or I don't know. I have no idea. I had no idea how it was going to go. I just felt like I wanted to try it and see how it went, and I don't know, like go from there. Oh my gosh. So I'm kind of like, I'm in a dilemma. I'm like, you could say, oh, well, you can just let that domain expire, let it drift into the void, never to be seen again, never to be used again, ever, possibly. I'm not really sure. And just, you know, when you're ready, you can, in whenever time, 5 or whatever years from now, just make a new domain. I don't know. I'm just... I've used the ones that I really like. I'm 100% just like, I don't know. I'm just so like, I'm kind of against using the weird URLs. I didn't even want to do the callieand.co. I mean, I do feel like it makes sense because it goes with my name and like all of that. But I'm just, I don't know, I'm just kind of concerned because if I, like, I'm not sure like what the next one would be that I would use, because some of those weird ones like .shop or .studio or whatever, like those ones do get really expensive, and that's just for the first year. Like, you have no idea like how expensive it's going to be that second year, and third and whatever, and like, I don't know, like, I'm just like, I don't know, kind of trying to forecast like what the heck I should do. But it is kind of concerning that like I might be just going through like domains. I mean, it's not really a big deal to have to like switch to another one. I mean, I definitely don't like doing that. It's kind of because anybody that somehow has my URL, like, and I put it somewhere, like, it's gonna be outdated, and I don't know, like, I would have to remember like where I, like, all the places I put my website link on, and like have to update all those things because otherwise it's not going to go to anything. And I don't know, it's just kind of a pain, and know. It's just a pain. I am kind of leaning towards just using a link tree. That's what I put on my YouTube. I'm not sure if I updated my Twitch profile. I might have. So the link tree just has all the links in it, and then I can just like update them from there. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just, it's so complicated. And really, I just feel like it doesn't need to be this complicated, you know? So if you're a person with a small business and you are like, should I have my own website? Oh my gosh. Like, don't do it until you are ready to be fully committed to this website and paying hundreds of dollars to keep it up. Like I just wanted to test it out, and I tested it out way too early before I was ready, and don't do that. Don't do it. I have no idea if like I did buy my new domain from a different company. I have no idea if they're gonna act the same as the last company that I worked with. I wouldn't be surprised if they did act the same. Who knows? Like, who knows? But I don't know. Just kind of word of warning for anybody that does, you know, kind of has a little small business going, and you're thinking about a website. Don't do it until you're ready. And there's so much fine print about all that stuff. It's really hard to kind of like, I think like get your ducks in a row before you begin the process. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, I know we are a little bit early, but I have a meeting at 2:00, so I just want to end a teensy bit earlier than we usually do, just to make sure that I can like wash my hands and like kind of like get this all wrapped up in enough time. I have no idea how long, or like if this is gonna be like, if we're gonna have any problems with this, but I don't know. It is kind of fun to at least experiment on, so there's that. Okay, well, I'm just going to wrap this up. I have to wrap up my clay here. I don't know. I think this is just gonna dry out, so I'm just gonna throw that in the pile and come back to it in the reclaim. And yeah, well, this is our stream for the day. I have a vase here that I threw off the stream. I want to water it before I forget. It's actually really dry. But yeah, well, thank you so much for joining and watching the video. I hope that was like this random website conversation. I hope it's helpful for anybody that happened to watch it. Yeah, be sure to follow along on Twitch so you know when I come on for a video. All the videos will be uploaded to YouTube at Callie & Co. And there you can watch our whole live stream playlist and some other videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel there so you know when I post more videos. And I do have a few ceramic tutorials there if you want to watch them. And yeah, well, I will see you guys at our stream tomorrow. All right, well, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye.